know you're scared right now. You don't need to pretend. I can see you trembling. You don't know why I brought you here, but you know the answer can't be good. And you're right, it's not.
The Batman who laughs continues to taunt and chastise the unseen figure in front of him as he basks in his imminent victory. Of course, the mad, dark detective will relish this moment, so he recounts his tale. We travel back in time to Earth 22's version of Gotham City several years ago, where we witness Batman and his arch-nemesis, the Joker, engaging in what may be their final confrontation. The situation for the Caped Crusader is currently dire, as the Prince of Knaves has subdued him. Joker provokes the incapacitated Batman, telling him how exactly he took out Commissioner Gordon. The clown Prince of Crime literally dissolved the late Commissioner in acid, creating a gruesome scene.
He called for his girl last, you know. Hard to hear as his jaw was melting. Ba-ba-ba! I saved the pipe for you, though. Still warm.
But the Joker did not stop there. He made sure that this climactic encounter between them would be uninterrupted. That's why he also made arrangements to kill each and every other villain in Batman's rogues gallery. Still, that wasn't enough. And we finally find out about Joker's sick masterstroke when one of his henchmen escorts an innocent family of 3 from a dark alleyway.
I know what happens next.
The insane clown then proceeds to shoot the girl's parents in cold blood, all in a twisted plan for Joker to create what would essentially be the product of Batman's virtue and his own madness. The Dark Knight can only struggle and rage while he watches Joker's influence creep all over the girl. In the end, there was nothing he could do. The child had transformed into another thrall for the mad clown. And to make things worse, Joker reveals he has lined up a host of families to execute and corrupt. Finally, Batman breaks free from his restraints and wastes no time to get his hands on the supervillain. He meets the Joker's madness with his brutality, and it all ends with the Dark Knight snuffing the life out of his enemy. Joker dies as a cloud of green vapor seeps out of his mouth. And that was it, or so Batman thought. 2 days pass, and Bruce meets with his longtime friend Superman.
Are you all right?
If you're asking whether I'm going to slide down the slippery slope, no, I'm not sorry he's dead. But I won't give him the satisfaction of becoming what he wanted me to be.
The Man of Steel then tells Batman that he'll be joining the efforts to rehabilitate the children that the Joker had infected with his toxin. The Dark Knight thinks it's too late, but Superman won't tolerate that.
I'll be administering the treatment myself. They need to deal with someone they can't hurt. A psychologist spoke to one of them this afternoon, and she tried to bite her throat out.
Curiously, Bruce lets out a loud, short laugh upon hearing this, which shocks Clark. A moment later, Batman apologizes for what he just did, seemingly unaware of what it implied. A few more days pass, and we see the Bat family, such as Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin training inside the Batcave. Nightwing notices a significant increase in the difficulty settings of the sparring bots, leading her to believe Bruce is not his usual self.
Something's wrong. Talk to us, Bruce. We're family.
You're right, Dick. I've been stalling, but there's no hiding from the truth. When I killed the Joker, I was infected with a new strain of nanotoxin, unlike anything I've seen before. It was his last wish, that whoever killed him would become him.
Nightwing and the rest of the Bat family reassure their paternal figure that they're going to find a cure for him. But in a gruesome, heartbreaking twist, we discover the true intentions behind Bruce's gathering of his children today.
Well, we're here to help.
No, not to help, Jason. I brought you here because the 4 of you would notice something was wrong with me before anyone else would. And I'm sorry, but I can't allow that.
Bruce? What are you doing?
Something you weren't prepared for.
And in one fell swoop, the Bat family was no more. A week later, Bruce Wayne, who would later be known as the Batman who laughs, succeeded in taking out nearly all of the Justice League. But he saved the best for last.
Bruce.
I just walked through the Justice League trophy room, and it struck me how many weapons we've gathered over the years. I wanted to use them, Clark. I wanted to use each and every one of them.
But why? Why have you done this?
The same reason. Because I want to. Because I don't have to hold back anymore. Hell, I'm disappointed I only get to do this once. Do you realize how many ways I know how to kill you?
Superman tries his best to fight back, but his resolve takes a big hit when the Batman who laughs presents him with his wife, Lois, and his young son, John.
why don't you pull out the old Superman magic? Puff out that old chest of yours and tell your wife and son that it's going to be all right. That the good guys are going to win in the end.
I won't cheapen what I stand for. I won't lie to my family.
Oh, that's okay. You can lie to mine.
The Batman Who Laughs reveals that he has a group of Robins at his disposal, and these wild children are eager to attack the Kents.
You did this to your own son?
It only took a little push, and he did it to himself. Gave me the idea for what I'm going to do with you. This is a modified strand of black kryptonite. When I tested it on Supergirl, she ripped her family apart before it killed her.
Lois begs her husband to back down, naively thinking that this would stop the Batman Who Laughs from his spree. But the corrupted Dark Knight simply tosses the black kryptonite in front of the Man of Steel. What follows is a scene straight out of a nightmare, as Lois is torn apart by both Clark and his son, while the Batman Who Laughs and his minion take in the spectacle. In the present, the same insane version of the Dark Knight continues to explain to the person before him how he ultimately destroyed his world and all the other worlds he encountered before arriving here. We discover that the Batman Who Laughs has been conversing with an unidentified man, bound by his neck and wrapped in bandages. As a little treat for his hostage, Bruce peels off the bandages covering the man's eyes to show him a vision of the monstrosities he's about to let loose on the rest of the multiverse.
To win, you need to adapt. And to adapt, you need to be able to laugh away all the restraints, everything holding you back. You see, a Batman who laughs is a Batman who always wins.
That's all for now. We hoped you enjoyed this video. Let us know what you think about it in the comments section below. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content like this. In the meantime, why not check out the next one? We'll see you next time. Take care.